Hi, 3318 Tom's here. Today we're going to review the Roundup boxcar from Lionel. It was originally cataloged in the 2012 Volume 1 catalog. Only in that catalog was the Northern Pacific livery found. Now, 2011 Volume 2, I believe they had the Pennsylvania one in there, but today we're going to review this boxcar here. Some history behind it I found in my Mainstreeter magazine that I had saved from 2010. Yes, I save a lot of magazines and such. They're helpful for history purposes. And in that, they talked about the Roundup boxcar from the Northern Pacific. Now, a couple other railroads that owned them were the Pennsylvania, Detroit, Toledo, which I'm going to go into because this boxcar is actually originally from Detroit, Toledo, and Pennsylvania made these mainly for auto service because back then, the older boxcars, I have a PS1 for example, they had shorter doors like this, and you can tell here that it's just squared off, where here it's, if you look on the side, you can see it better, it's more rounded on the corners here, and that's very nice for loading pallets, and it does have double doors, and that's helpful there. And anyways, let's go into the history of it. The 3900 series was a 40-foot Roundup boxcar originally built for the Detroit-Toledo Railroad, and what happened is they were trying to basically splurge their cars. So, Northern Pacific stepped in and leased this. Now, during the lease, there was the lease signatures up in this corner over here, but in the end, the Northern Pacific bought them all, so then they basically painted over it, the stencils. So this is what it basically would look like in service. They had 40 and 50-foot cars, and then later they'd rent them from, or lease from the Norfolk and Western, and that lease was for, I think, 50-foot cars as well. Now, I thought this was going to be the 50-foot car itself. It is actually the 40-foot car, but still, I mean, the Northern Pacific bought this car, so nothing new on it there. I am quite impressed with the detailing on it. Originally Lionel asked for steel on the top, and as you can tell, it is steel for the walks, and there's grab irons, and then the double doors open as well. Originally, the Northern Pacific used them for lumber and plywood, and they only used them a couple times a year. And they kind of went back and forth on the system, but majority stayed out in the Pacific Northwest because they repaired them out there, and plus they shipped lumber and plywood mainly in these. By the end of it, in 1969, Lionel would get rid of majority of these cars, and it was said in my magazine that they leaked some into the Burlington Northern merger, but it kind of got cut off from there if they ever got painted in the BN scheme. But overall, it's a nice car, you know. It reminds me of the reefers on the bottom here, the underframe, and Lionel did an outstanding job on this. And another thing is that they changed the couplers. Here's an older one, hidden tab. They started to paint them black, which is nice, but they seem to stick more than they used to. But overall, it's nice. And I know they make these in HO as well, but this is the Lionel O-scale version of it, and it just recently came out, and it is just a wonderful addition to the car collection. Thanks for watching. Bye.